Imagine waking up one morning to a strange and unsettling silence. Your phone is silent. No notifications, no messages, no emails. The usual buzz of digital activity is eerily absent. Your computer screen remains stubbornly dark. No internet connection, no social media updates, no news feeds. The digital world you once knew has disappeared. The internet, the vast network that has become an integral part of our lives, has vanished. Server rooms are empty, cables are disconnected, and internet cafes are deserted. This essay will explore the profound and multifaceted impacts of a world without the internet, delving into the immediate chaos, the struggle to adapt, and the surprising possibilities that might emerge. Imagine the confusion and disorientation as people try to navigate their daily lives without the digital tools they have come to rely on. We will journey through the disrupted communication channels, the economic turmoil, and the frantic attempts to re-establish connections. Businesses would scramble to find alternative ways to operate, and the stock market could plunge into chaos without real-time data. The upheaval in education and information access would be profound. Students and teachers would struggle to adapt to a world without online resources. Libraries would become the new hubs of information, and traditional teaching methods would make a comeback. We will also examine the social and psychological consequences. The sense of isolation could be overwhelming as people lose their primary means of staying connected with friends and family. Social gatherings might become more frequent, but the initial period of adjustment would be challenging. The changes in entertainment and lifestyle would be significant. Without streaming services and online games, people might turn to more traditional forms of entertainment like board games, reading, and outdoor activities. Families could spend more quality time together, rediscovering the joys of face-to-face interaction. And yet, amidst the chaos, there is potential for positive transformations. Communities might grow stronger as people engage more with their neighbors. The environment could benefit from reduced digital consumption. In this new world, we might find a balance between technology and real-life interactions, leading to a more connected and sustainable future. The initial shock of an internet shutdown would be profound. Millions would wake up to silent phones and blank computer screens. The constant stream of news, messages, and information would cease. Confusion would reign as people struggled to comprehend the situation. Daily routines would be thrown into disarray. Online banking, shopping, and work would grind to a halt. The seamless connection we take for granted would disappear, leaving many feeling lost and disoriented. The disappearance of the internet would sever the lifeline of instant communication we rely upon. Imagine waking up one day to find that the digital world you depend on has vanished. No more instant messages, no more emails, no more social media updates. The very fabric of our daily interactions would be torn apart. Messaging apps, emails, and social media platforms would go silent, leaving us in a state of confusion and disarray. The tools we use to stay connected with our loved ones and colleagues would be rendered useless, leaving a void in how we connect with friends, family, and colleagues. Conversations that once flowed effortlessly would now be stilted and awkward. Families would sit in silence, unsure of how to fill the gap left by their digital devices. Businesses would scramble to re-establish communication channels, relying on phone calls, faxes, and even snail mail. The corporate world would be thrown into chaos as companies struggle to maintain productivity without their usual digital tools. The efficiency and speed of digital communication would be sorely missed, leading to delays and frustrations. Meetings that once took minutes to organize would now take hours if not days, leading to delays and frustrations. Deadlines would be missed, projects would be delayed, and the overall pace of work would slow to a crawl. The modern world, so accustomed to instant gratification, would struggle to adapt.
Sarah, a freelance writer, shared her anxiety. Without email or instant messaging, I have no way to coordinate projects or get feedback from clients. My entire workflow depends on the internet. Without email or instant messaging, I have no way to coordinate projects or get feedback from clients. The tools that once made my job easier are now gone, leaving me in a state of constant worry. It's back to the Stone Age. We would have to relearn old methods of communication, methods that are far less efficient and far more time-consuming. The digital age has spoiled us, and without it, we are left floundering.
The economic consequences of an internet shutdown would be catastrophic. The modern world is intricately connected through the web, and a sudden disruption would send shockwaves through every sector. E-commerce, a cornerstone of the modern economy, would collapse. Online retailers, from giants like Amazon to small independent shops, would be unable to process orders, leading to a massive halt in consumer spending. Stock markets would plunge into chaos as online trading platforms go dark. Investors would be left in the dark, unable to buy or sell shares, causing unprecedented volatility and panic in financial markets worldwide. Businesses that rely on online sales and digital transactions would face crippling losses. Many small businesses, which have already been struggling, would be pushed to the brink of bankruptcy, unable to reach their customer base. The financial system would be thrown into disarray, with online banking and payment systems rendered inoperable. People would be unable to access their funds, pay bills, or transfer money, leading to a breakdown in everyday financial activities. Millions of jobs dependent on the internet economy would be at risk, leading to widespread unemployment and economic instability. From tech workers to delivery drivers, the ripple effect would be felt across various industries. Economist Dr. Emily Carter warns the economic impact would be swift and devastating, dwarfing any previous financial crisis. The interconnected nature of our global economy means that a disruption in one area quickly spreads, causing a domino effect that could lead to a prolonged recession. The loss of internet services would not only affect financial markets, but also disrupt supply chains, healthcare, education, and even government operations. The world as we know it would be fundamentally altered, and recovery would be a long and arduous process. Section 5. The education gap. The education sector would face significant challenges in a world without the internet. Online learning platforms, a lifeline for millions of students worldwide, would vanish. Digital libraries and research databases would become inaccessible, hampering academic pursuits.
Schools and universities would be forced to adapt, returning to traditional methods of teaching and learning. Students accustomed to the accessibility of online resources would need to adjust to a more analog approach. College student Michael expressed his concerns. "Without online libraries and research databases, writing my thesis will be incredibly difficult."
Section 6. Social disconnect. The sudden loss of social media would have a profound impact on our social lives. The constant connection and validation we seek online would disappear, leaving a void for many. Feelings of isolation and loneliness might increase as people grapple with the absence of their digital communities.
However, this digital detox could also foster positive changes. Without the constant distractions of social media, people might find themselves engaging more in face-to-face interactions and rediscovering the value of real-world connections.
Section 7. Life beyond the screen. The disappearance of the internet would necessitate a dramatic shift in how we entertain ourselves and spend our leisure time. Streaming services, online gaming, and social media scrolling would be replaced by books, board games, and outdoor activities.
People might find themselves with more free time as the constant demands of the digital world recede. This newfound time could be dedicated to hobbies, personal pursuits, or simply enjoying a slower pace of life.
Section 8. Finding the silver lining. While the immediate consequences of an internet disappearance would be undeniably challenging, there is potential for positive outcomes. Freed from the constant digital barrage, people might experience a renewed appreciation for face-to-face interactions, local communities, and the simple pleasures of life. The absence of online distractions could foster creativity, critical thinking, and personal growth. People might find themselves more present in the moment, more connected to their surroundings, and more appreciative of the natural world. Section 9. Reconnecting with the real world. Without the internet as a crutch, we might rediscover the lost art of conversation, the joy of shared experiences, and the importance of strong communities. Local businesses and community centers could see a resurgence as people seek connection and entertainment offline. We might witness a renaissance of traditional art forms, live performances, and outdoor recreational activities. The absence of the digital world could push us to engage more deeply with our physical surroundings and rediscover the beauty of the offline world. Section 10. The Internet's lasting impact. Even if the internet were to disappear, its legacy would undoubtedly endure. The way we think, communicate, and interact has been irrevocably shaped by the digital age. The skills and knowledge gained in the online world would not simply vanish. However, the absence of the internet's constant presence would provide an opportunity to reflect on its impact on our lives. We would be forced to confront our dependence on technology and to reevaluate our relationship with the digital world. Section 11. A world transformed. The disappearance of the internet would be a cataclysmic event disrupting our lives in countless ways. Yet amidst the chaos and uncertainty, there lies the potential for positive transformation. It would be a stark reminder of the importance of human connection, the value of the offline world, and the resilience of the human spirit. As we have explored the potential consequences of a world without the internet, the question remains, how would you navigate this new reality?